What if I told you that the very foundation of the Greek civilization was laid by a Phoenician prince? That the Greek alphabet, their myths, and even their gods were influenced by Semitic traditions? This is the story of Cadmus, the man who brought writing to Greece, and perhaps much more. What's up, Follow God family? This is Chad Keel, your favorite bald and hooded friend, and let's get this party started. All right, my friends, so according to Greek mythology, Cadmus was a prince of Phoenicia, specifically from Tyre, a city ruled by the descendants of Noah's son, Shem. Yeah, that's right, the Phoenicians were Semitic people, sharing linguistic, cultural, and religious ties with the Hebrews, Aramaeans, and even the Babylonians. But why did a Phoenician prince end up in Greece? Well, let's see what the Greeks had to say themselves. After his sister Europa was abducted by Zeus, Cadmus set out on a long journey to find her, and his search led him west to the land that would become Greece. And with him, he carried something that would change history forever. All right, I was tired of standing up, but Cadmus didn't really come empty-handed. According to legend, he brought the Phoenician alphabet, a revolutionary system that became the foundation of the Greek writing. Even today, the Greek letters reveal their Semitic roots. Alpha and beta, are A and B, come from the Phoenician aleph and bet. This wasn't just a myth, it was an inheritance preserved by the Greeks themselves. They honored Cadmus as the founder of Thebes, a city built on wisdom, writing, and knowledge that was obviously brought from the East. But writing wasn't the only thing that Cadmus and his people brought. Many of the early Greek religious, political, and cultural traditions resemble those of the Phoenicians and other Semitic peoples. Sacrificial offerings, Semitic. Temple architecture, Semitic. Divine kingship, Semitic. Even the sacred cow that led Cadmus to found Thebes mirrors the Near Eastern reverence for cattle, an idea carried westward with domesticated animals and crops. And this pattern aligns perfectly with what Jared Diamond describes in Guns, Germs, and Steel. The first civilizations flourished in the Semitic world because they had access to agriculture, animals, and trade networks that spread their culture far and wide. You see, this is not just a myth, it's history hidden within a legend. All right, I'm standing up again. For centuries, people have thought of Greek civilization as something separate from the Semitic world, but the Greeks themselves tell otherwise. Through the story of Cadmus, they preserved the truth that their culture was built upon Semitic knowledge, trade, and traditions brought from the East. Even the Greek language reveals this connection. The Greek word Christos, meaning anointed one, and Chrio, meaning to anoint, are rooted in Semitic traditions, where anointing was central to kingship, prophecy, and divine authority. The Greeks didn't invent everything from scratch. They inherited wisdom, writing, and belief systems from the people of the ancient Near East. Before the Greeks, there were the Phoenicians. And before the Phoenicians, there was a story stretching back to the dawn of civilization itself. Whoa! So what do you think? Were the Greeks more influenced by the East than our history books tell us? Drop a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the ancient history. And don't forget to follow God.